Look at my hair, it's so cool. Because I don't have any gel in it. Hello everyone and welcome to my video. I've got one profound sentence for you today. And that profound sentence for you today is, all is well. Abraham Hicks is a huge influencer for me. And if you don't know who that is, then you have another path you can go down to discover. But you don't even have to discover that because that's part of my reality and I just shared that. But anyway, I can really tell you that and share with you that all is well with everything. The question is, are you well with everything? Your authentic self, this powerful self of the untouched experience, which is yourself without all the mental arrangements and agendas and needs and obsessions and addictions and all those mental things. Behind all of that is wellness. And all is well. Like, all is well. Like, there's like I think that's one of the most profound things that I can say today, is that all is well. As I look at this right now, I'm going to jump to something very different. My tummy here is really thick, but I'm also losing weight at the moment. And behind all of that, everything is well. I've learned to focus on some kind of external object, which is myself, it seems, my body, in anything, and focus on that and tell me that I will be well or I'll be okay when this is better. Or the organizing we make within our minds that say, once I get over there, I will be better. Or once I get this or I achieve this, I will be better. Once I have achieved my goal of being like the #1 dance artist, choreographer, fantastic person, I will be well. No, I can tell you right now, from my own experience, and I just want to share it because I feel like sharing it today, because all is well, and it's my prerogative. None of us come from lack. None of us come from lack. And so we don't need to search for anything outside ourselves to feel this wellness that I'm speaking about. It's a very radical approach to life, maybe, for some. But for some it's not. It's not a radical approach for me anymore. As well, yes, wellness. As well as I look at that, I realize that what is really interesting is that the wellness includes the experience of the human being, you know? The experiences that we have, that we try to like get rid of, you know, such as the suffering that arises and falls in us. Suffering's gonna happen, sadness is gonna happen, anger is gonna happen, tension, irritations, all of these things that we've learned to like think that it's not so well when we have those, that's included in the wellness. So everything is well. It is perhaps the contrast, but there's no polarization here in this way, I think. So there's no right or wrong. And so behind all of that is wellness. And wellness includes, you know, the positive and the negative. But all of these are illusory. Anything attachments or any labels that you give to an experience is just that, a label. Like, but if you can get rid of the labels, well, you probably, it's very difficult kind of with the mind kind of thing, because it records, and it's like coming from the past, because you know, this moment's never happened. And this moment is full of pregnant with possibility and just wellness, and the possibility to see wellness and to experience wellness behind all of these challenges that we have during our day, or the needs, or the so-called requirements that your mind comes up with. Like I just said, like when I get over there, I'll feel better. None of that is really necessary. And I'm sharing with you right now that you can, like, because I do this myself, like you can just stop. You can just stop and recognize and allow, like, any kind of construct or any kind of relationship to the now or the moment, or it's gonna fleet, it's gonna go. So like, why not get into it and realize that it's not who you are. That just cannot be who you are, because it's impermanent, it doesn't stay. But if we attach ourselves to all those kind of experiences, then we may not be able to see the bigger picture, that everything is well, because contrast teaches us. Everything's good. Like, everything's good. You know what I mean? It's really all good. And it's really scary, maybe, for a lot of people. And it's really perhaps scary for your mind to give up and to, like, allow it to have its way, because a lot of fear arises, and oh, here comes the boogeyman, you know, that we learned. Like, isn't that funny? Like, here comes the boogeyman. It's fear. It's associated with fear and demons and demonic and all that kind of thing, if that's your background of religious structure. Even if you're not religious, something about, you know, fear and salvation or something like that is within our culture. It's just been part of our education or something. Or I think there's nothing wrong with anything, like anything at all. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of it. I believe that wellness is there, and what you focus on and where your attention goes is that you get more of that. So yeah, you focus on the negative, you get more of the negative. You focus on the positive, you get the positive. And but at the same time, like, you know, I love focusing on the positive, because the positive is positive, and that feels really, really good and everything. But I allow, because the positive feels even more, like, incredible when I allow the negative. You know, that says, like, I'm shit, and I'm like, you know, like, they hate what I do, and they hate me for sharing, and they hate my whatever, hate. That's part of the mechanism. It's just like such a lie. It's like, comes up, it bubbles up, and it goes away. Bubbles up and it goes away. You know what I mean? And if I attach myself to it, I can really start to believe it, because I used to be like that. I used to really, really be like that. I used to, like, just be kind of a puppet to my mental garbage and my mental state, and that kind of was defining me, and, like, it was scary, and yeah, I don't know. But little by little, I know that all is well. Behind all of it, all is well. Living like this for me, or choosing to live like this, we have choices, so we must have free will. There's free will. I can choose. I believe there's free will. And in my choice, I believe that all is well. And all is all-encompassing. Everything is there. There's no lack in any kind of situation. There's possibility to rise above, or just to see. Rise above, I mean, or however you describe that, for lack of a better expression at the moment. Allowing is rising above. Allowing is feeling those feelings. Get into the feeling of sadness. let it pass. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass anyway. Try to hold on to it. So like really, or like, you know, like a lot of people are really arrogant because they're terrified of their like being like wrong or looking another way than what they've projected out into the world, and the perfectionist side of them, and you know, the attachment of that kind of egoistic way of living that everything in our culture promotes, with the competition and the comparison, you know, arrogance is had. We can smell arrogance a mile away. And then arrogance is nothing but fear, because it separates yourself from other people. And yeah, that's just, I don't know, kind of selfish and damaging, because arrogance is fear. Because but look, to realize that all is well, get into that feeling of arrogance, and you'll soon realize that there's nothing, there's separation from what is really, and there's no superiority, there's no inferiority, and you're not better. And when you tell yourself you're better, then you lose out on experiencing, and you repress, and you don't get to really realize that all is well. Thank you so much for watching me today, and have a beautiful week. And today is my anniversary with my man, and I am with him for 3 years, and it's 3 beautiful years. And the thing I can say about love is that all is well, and that it's unconditional, and that live and let live is the secret of that, and not being concerned about how he needs to live his life. He lives his life, and I support all of it, and he supports me. And I want to be with my partner. I don't need to be with my partner. That's a different thing in my life today. So all is well. So everything, all is well. And I find positivity in every moment, even when I'm allowing the negative and the feelings of being scared and hijacked or whatever. When that arises, I realize, knock, 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 knock. Everything is well. And then I focus on the wellness. Yeah. And then I get more of that. It's karma. Karma's right there. She's your friend. And she's also a bitch. Anyway, have a beautiful day. And I love you, baby bear, if you're watching. I love you so much. Here's to many, many more years. I love you, beautiful. Mwah. And everyone else, have a beautiful day, and I love you too. Ciao, ciao.